Hey guys, Josh from soccerreviewsforyou.com bringing you the final part, or part 3, of the SR4U Boot Awards, highlighting what I believe to be the best soccer cleats / football boots of 2015. Now, if you guys missed part 1 and 2, there will be annotations on screen as well as links down below in the description to those first 2 videos. So if you want to start at the beginning, you can absolutely go ahead and do that. If not, you can continue on. Just one quick disclaimer, guys. Keep in mind that all of the awards are based on my personal opinions and my personal experiences with all of these different shoes. Your opinions and your experiences may be different from mine, which means that you may have different selections for each of the different awards. If you do, leave your picks down below in the comment section. You'll be able to see how your picks differ from mine, as well as how your picks differ from everybody else's. And we'll get a bit of a consensus going on what the popular opinion is on all of these individual awards. It's kind of a cool little thing. So with that being said, let's get into part 3 of the SR4U Boot Awards. The next award is for the best limited edition release of 2015. Last year, the award went to the Adidas Predator Revenge Pack, which consisted of several classic Predator models remade on the Predator Instinct platform. Whereas for 2015, there were so many good releases, I couldn't pick one specific model or one specific pack, so I'm giving the award to Nike as a whole. In 2015, they had so many good limited edition releases that people were really unhappy when they couldn't get their hands on them, whether it be because they were too limited or whether it be because they weren't that limited, but they were just extremely popular. Like I said, the colorway packs that they released in limited quantities were absolutely fantastic this year. So just to have a couple examples, I have 5 limited edition shoes that I thought I would just go over really quickly. From left to right, we have the Francesco Totti Nike Tiempo Legend 5, which is limited to 3,000 pairs, as you guys can see by the numbering on the heel. Really, really good looking shoe. We have the very popular R10 Ronaldinho Nike Tiempo Legend 5, also limited to 3,000 pairs in this really good looking pearl white and metallic gold colorway. We have the Hypervenom Phantom SE Transform, which is a really cool shoe in that it was limited to under 1,000 and also has this transform effect where when heat is exposed to the upper, which is what's going to happen when you're wearing the shoes, the shoe will transform from black to this really, really cool orange and black pattern that I can't show you in this video, but if you check out the annotation on screen to my video on the specific shoe, you get to see the color changing transformation in action. Very, very cool effect. We of course have the Black History Month Superfly 4, which I believe was the most limited edition release of the entire year from Nike. No specific numbers were given out, but there couldn't have been more than a couple hundred pairs, if that. Really, really good looking shoe. My personal favorite of all their limited edition releases. And finally, we have the CR7 Superfly 4 Ballon d'Or, which was limited to, I believe, 333 pairs. Really cool looking shoe. Obviously has that glitter pattern on it and fades from gold to black, which just looks absolutely fantastic. Again, Nike did a great job with their 2015 limited edition releases, which you can generally expect from the brand. But for me, again, best limited edition release of 2015 has to be the Nike brand as a whole. They did a fantastic job. The next award is for the best all-around shoe of 2015. What does that mean? The best all-around shoe for me implies a shoe that kind of has something for everybody. It could be one specific model, it could be a specific lineup of shoes, and for me, this year it has to be the Adidas Ace 15.1. Last year the winner was the Puma Evo Power 1, but for me, the reason why I picked the Ace 15.1 lineup is, like I said, it has something for everybody. You have the standard Ace 15.1 with the synthetic upper. You have the kangaroo leather version of the Ace 15.1, which covers you if you want something that has obviously more of a traditional feel. Plus you get a significant amount of leather and also decent quality leather. So if you want that traditional feel, you can get it. Plus they introduced the Adidas Ace 15 Plus Prime Knit model, where if you want something a little bit thinner than the standard synthetic, you have that option as well. Plus it does have, of course, a knitted upper, which is kind of the big thing to have right now in today's current soccer cleat lineup, if you will. Plus, what's also great about the Adidas Ace line is that it has a true FGAG stud pattern. So if you're one of those people, many people are, who play on both firm natural grass as well as artificial grass, this is, in my opinion, even though all the Adidas models are technically FGAG, the only true stud pattern that performs really well on both firm natural grass as well as artificial grass, a true hybrid, if you will. So for me, the best all-around shoe for 2015 has to be the Adidas Ace lineup. Plus, if you don't necessarily have the budget for the top end models, you can get the Ace 15.2, which is the first takedown model, which is also pretty decent quality as well. So again, a lot to offer here from the Adidas Ace line. For me, the best all-around shoe of 2015. The next award is new for 2015. It is the most controversial boot release, which for me definitely has to go to this guy right here, the Puma Evo Speed 1.4 SL. Now, overall, this is actually a very, very good shoe. It weighs in at 3.8 ounces, which is absolutely insane. These things are basically weightless on your feet. They're surprisingly comfortable despite their extremely lightweight, and the traction you get is also pretty decent. That's not to say it's without its flaws in regards to performance, but as a package, with a shoe being as light as it is, it actually performs extremely well. What makes this shoe controversial is a little tag that Puma included on the bottom that essentially lets you know that this shoe is only to be used in games on natural grass and is only expected to last about 10 uses in a game type environment. So 10 games and the shoes are ready for the garbage with a $250 retail price. So very, very expensive and obviously not expected to last very long. Based on my experience with the shoe, they didn't even last me 10 games. So that's what makes these so controversial. People were really upset about the fact that this was not a durable release. But what's kind of cool about this release at the same time is Puma really took a chance. Is it kind of a marketing gimmick? Yes and no. The shoe is way lighter than anything else out there. Anything that's readily available, not a limited edition release like Adidas did with the 100 or 99 gram Adizero. This is something that is readily available to the public and you can go ahead and buy right now. Again, they give you that warning, which is nice, letting you know that these things aren't expected to last very long. But if you have the extra money to spend and you want to experience a shoe that weighs less than 4 ounces, which you really can't get from anything else out there, this is going to provide that for you. But again, don't expect them to last a very long time. It's a cool experience to wear. The only downside is, like I said, the durability is not there, which isn't necessarily the fault of Puma. It's just how things go when you make a shoe as light as these are. So for me, most controversial release of 2015 definitely has to be the Puma Evo Speed 1.4 SL. The next award is also brand new for 2015, the best indoor shoe of the year. For me, there's two winners this year. They had to be the Nike Magista X Proximo and the Nike Mercurial X Proximo. The reason why these are the winners is, one, they definitely were the most popular indoor shoes all year long. And two, it's really the shoe that die-hard soccer shoe enthusiasts have been asking for a very, very long time. If you've been following soccer shoes for any extended period of time, really, you would know that the top-end outdoor models were always fantastic, but the indoor models always lacked the same quality. We never got the uppers from those outdoor models put on an indoor shoe, and that's essentially what Nike has given us with the Nike X line, whether it be the Magista X Proximo, the Mercurial X Proximo, even the new Hypervenom X Proximo. If you want the Phantom 2 upper, you can have that in the form of an indoor or a turf shoe depending on what you need. So what's also great about these and what makes them a great pick as the indoor shoes of the year is that they allowed you to get the Magista Obra or the Mercurial Superfly 4 experience at essentially half the price. A Superfly 4 or an Obra or even a Phantom 2 retails for $275 in the firm ground variation, whereas an indoor turf Magista X or Mercurial X Proximo only retails for $150. So while they aren't cheap as far as indoor shoes go, you're getting that same Magista upper or that same Superfly upper for essentially half the price. Plus they're good indoor shoes overall. So for me, the best indoor shoes, of 2015 definitely have to be the Nike Magista X Proximo and the Nike Mercurial X Proximo. The next award is more kind of a personal opinion thing. It is my personal favorite shoe of 2015. Last year, for 2014, my personal favorite shoe of the year was the Nike Tiempo Legend 5. So for 2015, the winner is the Nike Tiempo Legend 6. Not too shocking. The Legend 5 was a great shoe for a lot of different reasons. It really combined a good blend of classic and modern design all in one single shoe. And really what the Legend 6 does is improves upon all of that. They took a shoe that I thought was already very, very good and improved upon the performance without really taking away from that traditional feel, which is a very, very unusual thing. You get the same premium kangaroo leather upper that's arguably a little bit thinner. They implemented this one-piece design that may seem strange on this type of a platform, but actually works really, really well. You have the internal support cage that makes for a very, very responsive shoe, more so than any other kangaroo leather shoe you're going to find out there at the moment. Plus, you get a great sole plate and stud pattern. It's a good shoe for a lot of different reasons. And like I said, if you're a fan of more traditionally styled shoes, but at the same time, you want something that doesn't lack modern innovation, the Nike Tiempo Legend 6 is an absolutely fantastic choice. And those are the reasons why this is my personal favorite shoe of 2015. The final award, and arguably the most important one as well, is for the best soccer cleat of 2015. Now for 2014, I had two winners, the Nike Mercurial Superfly 4 and the Nike Magista Obra. They were by far the most popular, by far the most interesting, and just the most futuristic thing to come out in 2014. Still probably the two most popular shoes on the market. But for 2015, I didn't want to have the same winners, of course, so I had to pick something new. Really thought about this a lot. I had a couple different shoes in mind, but ultimately I decided that, for me at least, the best soccer shoe of 2015 has to be this guy right here, the Nike Tiempo Legend 6. Surprise, surprise. Now, the main reason why I didn't want to pick this shoe is because it's also my personal favorite. So a lot of people watching this may view this as kind of a biased opinion, but I'm going to explain why I think this is the best shoe of the year. What's cool about the Legend 6 is it's made people excited about this style of shoe again, which is a very, very interesting thing. As good as the previous model, the Legend 5 was, it's one of those shoes that I think everybody understood was a good shoe, but didn't necessarily actually want to buy. It was just one of those shoes that if you wanted something kangaroo leather, it was going to be one of the best options. With the release of the Legend 6, with all of the technical innovation that Nike has crammed into this shoe, it's made people excited about kangaroo leather shoes again, which is kind of exciting in itself because this is a dying breed of soccer shoes. We saw Nike wipe out the T90 line because the whole power boot kind of striking element thing is really not something that people are looking for anymore. Adidas did the same thing this year with the Predator line and completely wiping it out. The Tiempo line was kind of on the verge of being the least popular line from Nike, and with the release of the Legend 6 and the technical innovation they've incorporated on this shoe, people are excited about it again, and for good reason. It's a fantastic performer. You get that traditional feel without sacrificing the responsiveness that you would expect from a modern soccer cleat. It's not heavy like a Copa Mundial would be, or most traditionally styled soccer shoes. It's right around the 8-ounce mark. It's very comfortable, of course. It offers a good stud pattern, a good sole plate. It looks the part. I don't think it's as good looking as the Legend 5, but I still think it has a modern enough look to where it's going to appeal to a younger generation. And again, they really, really did a good job of bringing back the appeal of the Tiempo line, bringing back the appeal of kangaroo leather, which is why, for me personally, this is the best release of 2015. Of course, you're free to share your opinions down below in the comment section. I'd be curious to hear what you guys think is the best shoe of 2015. But like I said, for me personally, best shoe of the year, hands down, it has to be the Nike Tiempo Legend 6. Alright guys, that is it for the SR4U Boot Awards, what I believe to be the best soccer cleats / football boots of 2015. Hopefully you enjoyed this 3-part series. If you did, be sure to support it with a like. Again, if you missed part 1 and 2, there will be annotations on screen as well as links down below in the description to both of those videos, so go ahead and check them out if you haven't seen them already. If you have any selections of your own for all these different awards, leave them down below in the comment section. It's always cool to see what your opinions are and how they differ from mine and everybody else's. And of course, if you have any questions regarding any of my picks, leave them down below in the comments as well, and I definitely will get an answer out to you. Subscribe if you haven't already for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. You can find all my social media information linked down below in the description as well. And other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, thanks for watching.